Hello, hello, hello. Happy Sunday to you. Good to have you again. Welcome to our weekly webinar. Our Sunday gathering of the Parents Academy. I am your coach, Mma Okoye. The Parents Academy is a platform, is a community for parents. When I say parent, every parent, single parent, widowed, divorced, married couple, as long as you have a child under your care, even teachers, adopted, anything that has to, anybody that has to do with children under their care, they are welcome to the Parents Academy. We have our monthly subscription and 6 months subscription. So if you want to know more about us, go to the description of this video. You will see our email address there. Write to us. Even the link to join the Parents Academy is also in the description. So you do that to be with us. Once again, I said I am Mma Okoye, Coach Mma Okoye, a guidance counselor, currently a certified substance and addiction abuse counselor. I'm an early childhood educator and the founder, the Global Initiative for Proper Parenting. Once again, I welcome you to today's webinar. If you are new on this channel, this is the first time you are seeing us, please hit the subscription button because we have wonderful videos to help you in your parenting journey. As you can see, it's free. You joined here free, you didn't pay. So just hit the subscription button so you always get notifications from us. Also like the video and share to other parents. Many parents need to know that this type of thing is happening on this channel every Sunday. Today, what are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about the family foundation. A lot of problems we are seeing today has to do with the foundation, where we are coming from. So it's really affecting. And we all know that the family is the smallest unit of the society. If you can remember your social studies, for some of us in Nigeria, we did social studies. Wherever you are, wherever country you are listening, okay. Oh, I'm a home hero. Okay. Reti Quiz is here all the way from UK. Welcome to today's webinar. Yeah, already. How is UK tonight? Because I know we have similar time. Welcome on board. So, I was saying something about the family. I said the family is the smallest unit of the society. Now, we did that in social studies for us in Nigeria. So if you didn't, from your own country, which subject did you learn about the family being the smallest unit of the society? Please drop that in the comment section. We would love to hear from you and read from you. So in the course of this, even if you are watching after the live webinar and you have questions concerning parenting or concerning what I said or what I'm saying or what I'm going to say, please drop that in the comment section because I would love to read from you. I would love to answer your questions. So without further ado, let's go straight into the business of the day. So today we are talking about building strong family foundation. It's just like a house. When you want to build a house, you need to lay the foundation, make it very, very solid. Let me use for example. My brother is a civil engineer, so I have some little knowledge of engineering. I'm also an engineer, but chemical. Before I before I ran away, I ran into the education and counseling. Passion got me doing that. I just found myself doing that. And I love what I'm doing. It's not that chemical engineering is not good. It's all about passion and the impact you want to make in the society. So talking about building, we have bungalow and story building, even bridges. Whichever one you want to build, you first of all lay solid foundation. Like if you are building a bungalow, the foundation for the bungalow, the amount of cement, concrete, stone, sand, the quantity you are supposed to use for a bungalow is not the same for a one-story building, two-story building, and all of that. Now, you can make a foundation for a bungalow and at the end you start building a story building. That will make the house collapse. We've seen so many of, at least I have seen so many of such cases. So now the foundation is very important. That means as a parent, you need to ask yourself, what am I building? Am I building a bridge? Am I building a story building? Is it one story building, five-story building, skyscraper, or a bungalow? Now, the kind of children you want to raise will determine the kind of foundation you are going to lay. That is what we call parenting goal. Now, your parenting goal is the time you are setting the foundation for the family, for the children you want to bring up. Now, what kind of children do you want to bring up? Are you bringing just people who just eat, sleep, and go, and they're just existing? Is that the kind of people you are bringing? Or you want to bring up resourceful, productive, morally sound, creative, smart thinkers? Is it the kind you are building? So if you are building this last part I mentioned now, that means your foundation should be solid. You don't lay a foundation for a bungalow when actually you wish to have a 10-story building. It doesn't work that way. You can ask any civil engineer what I'm saying. Any civil engineer listening to me will understand what I'm saying. Now, you don't build um, a foundation for, let me say, a bridge, a bridge, a very long bridge crossing maybe sea, ocean, like you are building a bridge crossing just a gutter, maybe a culvert. It's not the same. The mixtures, the stone and everything is not going to be the same. Same with family. Now, having explained all of this, let's move into what we want to talk about: strong family foundation. This is a free parenting webinar, like I said earlier. This is where we're going to look at practical strategies to create a stable, loving, and resilient family environment. Like I said before, I'm your coach, Mma Okoye. Do I need to reintroduce myself? Even if it's what you need, I'm ready to do that 1 million times just for you, because it's not easy to be here to watch me, to learn, and plan to be a better parent. Okay, so we move to the next slide. Why strong family foundations matter? Why is it important? Why should we even talk about it? Why is it a topic to deliberate on? Now, families are the building blocks of the society. I said it in my intro. Families provide children with stability, love, and values. Now, if children cannot get this stability, love, and values from the family, it is difficult and almost impossible for that child to get it elsewhere. When I talk about family, it could be the adopted family. For example, people have their helps. House helps is common in Nigeria. I don't know if it's common where you are. If it's not, please let us know. So people bring in helps. So when you bring that help, your family becomes the family for that house help. Even the driver maybe that is living with you, your family becomes the family for that person. Or even if it's adopted, or even in the school is a family itself. But then the parents are the first teachers of every child. So let's the first thing you need to do as you are building the foundation, tell yourself, my family is going to be a family that will provide my children and every other person that will come here with the needed stability, love, and values. Then family should be where a place where resilience is built for life challenges. There should be resilience built in the family, and there are things we should be doing to build this resilience. We may not have time to talk about it here because today we are focusing on the foundation. Now, this an image I added there. A strong family means stronger communities. That is because a safe and healthy foundation at home helps a child build confidence, make positive choices, and form lasting relationships. When people in our community have those kinds of attributes, we all benefit. Now, we are suffering today because we have some people who do not have these attributes, and because they don't have it, even when you have it, you will now need extra resilience to overcome these people. Go to social media, you see the kind of comments, you see the kind of insults people are hurling on each other. Some are basically nuisance, causing nuisance in the social media space. These are people who are coming from very weak foundational families. These are people who do not have values. The parents did not even prepare solid foundation while raising them up. So all of these values are not internalized in them, and they are beginning to mess the society up with their actions, with how they talk to people. Then we talk about other ills of the society, the vices we are seeing in the society. These are people coming from weak foundation families. Now, common challenges parents face, because some parents listening to me will be like, how are we going to do this? I'm working maybe 9 to 10 and 9 to 5. I'm a very busy parent. Does it mean I'm going to quit my job? Will I have to quit my business? Will I just fold my arms and make out time and all of that? Now, the Parents Academy, the parents in the Parents Academy, I mean my home heroes, I call them the home heroes. So the home heroes in the Parents Academy, they are very, very busy parents. So if you're a very busy parent and you still need to build this solid foundation for your children, please come into the Parents Academy. It's not expensive. It's not expensive. It's something that is very, very affordable. Write to us and we'll tell you all about it. It's very, very affordable. 30,000 naira for 6 months. So it's something you can, in fact, is less than $30, and you'll be in an academy for 6 good months with structure and step-by-step approach to modern day parenting. Now, common challenges parents face: one, busy schedules and limited quality time. This is the greatest challenge of today's parents. Busy schedule, because inflation here and there, prices of things are skyrocketing. How do you meet up and still have time to build this foundation and keep laying the block or bricks on top of this solid foundation? Now, talking about foundation, I said even before a child is born, you should plan, set your goal, parenting goal, the type of children you want to raise. Now, as you are planning that, foundation stage is the first 5 years of a child. Immediately the baby comes into the world, the first 5 years of that child is the foundation stage. That's when you lay the foundation. My book, Parenting Issues, I have a book, Parenting Issues, is still in hard copy. If you need it, we'll supply to you in anywhere you are, as long as you are on this earth, unless you are in Venus or Mars or in another planet. Now, in that book, I wrote step-by-step approach to raising children at that foundation age. What are the things they need to know? How will you start? What are the things you need to teach that child, including sexuality education? All the values you need to inculcate the child at that early stage. I wrote it in that book. So if you're interested to have a copy of that book, please drop it in the comment section and we'll talk about how it will get to you. You can even buy and distribute to other people. Now, when we are talking about foundation, you and maybe if you're a single parent, you as a person decide the kind of human beings you want to raise. So busy schedule, because you have your goals set already. In the Parents Academy, we journal every week. So every week, like today is Sunday, we have journaled and planned what we are going to achieve this week, and that includes parenting. That includes the quality time we are going to have give our children. We are not talking about quitting our job or quitting our business just to take care of the children. No, we are talking about navigating and balancing work and family. Because when you, after chasing all the money and you raise up nuisance, you keep on going around begging, maybe running from one ministry to the other by the time you're supposed to be resting. That's not good. That's not cool. Then another challenge parents face when it comes to laying this solid foundation is miscommunication and conflict. This is a very big problem in today's parenting. Communication is an important skill in parenting. Learn to listen to understand your children. Don't listen to judge. Don't listen to shut them up. Allow them express themselves. Now, if you and I are friends and you can't understand me, anything I say, you misunderstand me, that friendship cannot be sweet. That friendship cannot go well, because you need to understand me. The same way with children. Most times we're like, that children, what do they know they have to say? They have a lot to say. Now, another thing we need to understand, as these children are growing, you need to understand how they want to be loved. It happens between husband and wives. You are telling this, I love you, I love you, but you don't want to understand how this person wants to be loved. And when you don't understand how this person wants to be loved, whatever you do in your own love, that's what you call love, the person will not see it as love, because you have not done something that will make that person feel loved. For example, if my own love language is please listen to me and understand me, and you're okay, let me use things you can buy. Maybe I want you to buy just um maybe small ring, and you now go and buy watch. Meanwhile, what I want is just ring. If you buy that watch, you will be expecting me to jump up, but at that point what I need is just ring. That's why even our children, we need to understand how they want to be loved. Even our teenagers, that's why my children, I keep engaging them in constant communication. Let me understand what they actually love. And most times you hear them say, mommy, you should ask us what we want, which means when you do that which they don't want, no matter the extra mile you go, they won't still appreciate it. The same with children. So communication is one of the key things when it comes to laying a solid foundation in your family. Without communication, you won't even understand your children. You won't even understand what is going on in their lives. You won't understand the challenges they're going through. Maybe the child will just start being stubborn, and you are complaining this child is stubborn, and you've not find out what is this child trying to communicate to me. I always tell parents, stubborn children are most times they are not actually stubborn. They're trying to communicate something. One, remember, like in Africa here, children are expected to be seen and not heard. So because that child is not heard, the child will act it out, and you call it stubbornness. Meanwhile, the child could be seeking attention. Oh, I need your attention and you're not giving me attention. The child will act it out. The child could be, oh, I want you to listen to me and understand what I'm saying. Don't judge me. Listen to me. Put yourself in my shoes and understand. And you're not doing that. The child will act it out. Now, when the child acts it out, the next thing you take in and start flogging, you are pouring fuel in a burning fire. The next thing you should do is not to flog or punish. Find out what is this child trying to communicate to me. Immediately you solve that, you see the stubbornness disappear. That's the truth. That's the truth. It works like magic. You can try it. Now, the next, that's just trying to explain miscommunication and conflict very well for you to understand it. The next is balancing discipline and love. That's all I explained. I'm not going to take that again. Then peer and social pressures on children. For example, I'm going to use the social media. We have different apps on the social media. I'm teaching my child that maybe stealing is very bad. Getting looking for success without hard work is not the ideal thing, is not the way out. My child goes to one of these social media handles and sees someone who makes money in an immoral way, or in a way that is not acceptable to the society, and that person, maybe his or her age mate, is being applauded, is being celebrated, is even being given brand ambassadors. That becomes a problem for me to lay that solid foundation as a parent. So these are the challenges parents are facing. Now we have known the challenges. Let's now look at, okay, we've known the challenges. How are we going to solve them? What's the way out? How are we going to come out of it and still raise our desired children? Because I believe for you to be here listening to this, or for you to even see this channel and click on it, it means that you want to raise a responsible, resourceful, productive adult. If not, you will not be in this channel. So for you to be here, you want to raise a very good child that by the time you get old, you can close your eyes and sleep. Not by the time you're supposed to be resting, you are running from different places, going for therapy, going for deliverance, like is very common in Nigeria, running from one ministry to the other, instead of resting. Now, core elements of strong families. Now, what and what are we going to see? And we say, okay, this family is very strong. Number one, shared vision and values. A strong family should have shared vision. That means as a family, you should have your family vision and mission. If you go to many companies, you will see our mission, you will see our vision is, you see. Now, as a family, whether you're a single parent, you are coupled, you are married, you are engaged but you have children, you are a school owner or a school head, or you are widowed, whatever position you are in terms of parenting, this is not limited to a particular type of parent. Whatever I'm teaching here is applicable to any man or woman who calls himself or herself a parent. It's not for women alone, it's not for men alone. As long as you call yourself a parent, you're somebody's daddy or mommy, whether biological, adopted, or godfather, godmother. This thing I'm saying is applicable to you. Now, I said you should have a vision and mission. Tell yourself, my vision is by next decade, next 2 decades, I should be having children who have XYZ. For example, I told myself, I am going to raise children who will not graduate carrying certificates up and down to look for a job. That's one of my vision for my children. And I also told myself, I'm going to raise children who will be able to weather the storm. In Nigeria, we talk about the Ajibota and streets. So I told myself, I'm going to raise children. There will be Ajibota, yes, but a little bit of street will be inside them, because that's how to survive. If you don't balance these things, so I'm raising children. When it comes to morals, they are balanced. When it comes to social life, they are balanced. A total healthy child. When we talk about total healthy child, we're talking about a child who is healthy physically, spiritually, socially, mentally. That's what we're talking about. Not just spiritually, 100%, socially, zero, mentally, zero. That's not it. So I'm intentional in raising my children. So I include all of these things in parenting them, because that is my vision. Because I have my vision, everything I do with them, I look at my vision. So I don't remove my eyes from the goal. I make sure my eyes are always fixed on my goal, my parenting goal. So I'm just sharing mine. You too can share yours. Then another thing I told myself, my children, before they get to 20, in fact, I told them, by 17 years, you should be doing something that will be giving you small coins. By 17 years, you have started making money that you worked for. And that is happening now. For those that have reached that age, they have started making money, as in they're making small small money. It's not as if you're making money to train yourself, no, but you start seeing, you work and start making your own money and start learning how to manage money. That's a vision. I'm just saying few of mine. And when it comes to academics, I have for them. So these are some of the things you need to do for you to have a strong family. Then the next is consistent routines and boundaries. Very important. You can't talk about family foundation without consistent routines. There should be some things that are consistent. In fact, consistency helps a lot in parenting. You don't confuse them. You do this, I do this, you do this, I do that. Let there be consistent things they are doing. The way the brain works, the way the brain is wired, consistency builds positive behavior, because the brain, whatever you do consistently, goes to the subconscious mind and relax. So anytime you need to do it, the brain doesn't need to start rising up to learn it. The brain already knows that this is what you are going to do, so it works in that direction. It gives you inspiration in that direction. So consistency is very important in parenting. You don't confuse them at that age. Remember, I've said something about how the brain works. There's one of my videos I did that, so you can go through, see some of the videos I have done before, or our live webinars. We have a lot of teachings we have done. That's if you are coming across this page for the first time. Now, boundaries are very important. There should be boundaries. The boundaries helps in discipline. That's why I always tell parents, you don't discipline the child misbehaves. You start disciplining by setting your boundary. By the time you set your boundaries, as the child is following the boundaries, the child is becoming disciplined. Then we look at open, respectful communication. I've said something about communication, so I don't want to stress that more. We look at emotional support and trust. I've also said it when I talked about how do I want to be loved. Do you actually know what I'm passing through? Do you know that mathematics is giving me headache and I'm struggling to get it? You are just screaming and yelling. Do you know the challenges of the homework that my teacher gave me? I'm struggling to do it and I'm not doing. Do you know the insult my friends gave me and I'm dealing with that? Do you know? And you're just yelling. So that emotional support and trust is very important in the family. Now, practical strategies for parents. Number one, create family rituals. Let there be something the family does all the time, as in the children knows that we always do this. Even me, as yam now, the other time we had a gathering with my siblings, even the ones abroad returned, and all of us we are together. We were talking about the rituals we always do in the family. During August, there are things we normally do. During when I talk about rituals, I'm not talking about spiritual rituals. Though we have our family prayers, family meetings, family we normally do family meetings because my parents are very good at that. Family meetings where everybody is allowed to express himself and or herself, and that made me very very expressive. I'm a very expressive person because that's how I was raised. My parents raised me where whatever that is bothering you, speak out about it, and they'll pay attention. Even my father will listen to you and respect that which you are saying. Despite the fact he's your father, even my mom, they will respect your own opinion. They will respect it. Even if it doesn't go down with them, they will never tell you to shut up. They will never. So it made me, I became a very expressive woman being. Same with my siblings. We are so expressive in our house because that's how we were trained. And I'm so happy about it. Anything you do to me that it's affecting me negatively, I will tell you. If you like, you feel bad, but I'll tell you. That I'm telling you doesn't mean maybe I hate, and I'll not gossip, but I'll tell you, look, I don't like this. I don't like this. So you need to also train your children to be expressive. It helps a lot to protect them from all manner of abuses. It helps a lot. Then model positive behavior. Very important. Positive behaviors are the things you do. Remember, there's a post I made on social media on Facebook precisely. I said the children don't just listen to what you say, they absorb who you are. So it's not about you talk every time you're talking, every time you're preaching. Who are you? That's what your children are absorbing. That's the way you speak, the way you react, the way your resilience, your hardworking, your creativity, the way you handle challenges, all of that they are absorbing. So make sure you model positive things. Discipline with love, not fear. Don't discipline for your children to be afraid of you. Don't make your children be afraid of you. Rather, make them to love you. Let them love you, not being afraid of you. Being afraid is not parenting. When they're afraid of you, by the time they start making money, they will, or by the time you are finished training them, they are on their own, they won't have that respect for you. But when they love you, when they respect you, it's coming from the heart. You don't force it. I was discussing with my friend yesterday. I told her, anytime you as a parent you have any reason whatsoever to remind your child that you are the parent, there's something they are not doing well. For example, I just tell my child, remember I'm your mother. Every minute of the day I'm saying it, remember I'm your mother. Do I need to remind them? If I have any reason to remind them I am their mother, there's something a mother should do that I'm not doing. And they are responding in that capacity. So when you need to keep reminding them there's something you are not doing well. So instead of constantly singing it like a national anthem, I'm your mother, I'm your father, why don't you go back? Ask yourself, is there anything I'm not doing well? Maybe I need to re-strategize. Maybe I need to enter the parents academy and go and learn some things so that I will not need to keep reminding my child that I am the mother or the father. If you send your child on an errand and your child did not go, you don't need to remind them. They know. They know you are the mother. They know you are the father. So why are you reminding them? When you start reminding them, you have started losing your authority. That's the truth. Anytime you need to start reminding, you are losing your authority. So the question you ask yourself, where am I losing my job? What am I doing to lose my authority over these children? Go back and do your homework. Stop singing that national anthem. Now, the long-term benefit of building a solid foundation. One, resilient. It helps you to raise children who are resilient, who have self-confidence. That's one of the things it helps you to do. Secondly, it helps you to raise up children who have strong emotional bonds, both between you and your children, between themselves. It also helps to reduce stress and conflict. By the time you do your homework well, you will reduce your stress. You won't be talking too much. Just a command and things will be done. I said just a command and things will be done. You don't need to say it two times. You don't need to shout. You don't need to scream. You don't need to threaten. Things will be done. The next is the next benefit is that it builds a family culture that lasts generations. I will use my father's family as an example. My parents, I can beat my chest and say it anytime, any day. My parents did a whole lot of hard work when it comes to raising children. My siblings and I, everybody's family, they are doing so well, including my brother who is a man. If you see how he's raising his children, in fact, sometimes I envy the wife because some of the things the wife's supposed to do, he takes it up. He knows what to do. He's an involved father. So the girls, we are involved mothers. So that is a generation. And funny enough, let me say, interestingly, it's reflecting in our children. I mean, we are in our individual children. Is that not generational bond? The success story from us has translated to our children. So when we talk about the foundation will build up a family culture that lasts generation. It is happening in my family. We have it generational. The success is coming down. Just this year alone, my nieces and nephews, including my own children, recorded great success in their external exams. It was just celebration upon celebration in our families. So as we, the parents, are celebrating, our children are climbing, achieving milestones. So that is generational success caused by what their grandparents did, the foundation their grandparents, I mean, my parents laid. So if you need that kind of generational enjoyment, lay the foundation for a solid family today. Lay that foundation. At the end of every term, my nieces and nephews, including my children, pack so many awards and wonderful results. You can, if you need evidence, you are gonna verify. It's something that is verifiable. So it's not as if I'm just talking for talking sake. So now join the movement. We don't build strong families by chance. You do it with intention. So thank you so much for attending this webinar. Stay connected with us for more parenting support resources. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please click on the subscription button so that you will always get powerful resources that will help you. Join the Parents Academy, just 30,000 naira or $30 or £15, depending on where the currency you are paying with. So join us just for 6 months. 30,000 for 6 months is nothing. Is nothing. That so that you will be able to lay the solid foundation. Let your children tell this type of story I am telling about my children. I know that's your dream. That's why you are here. So make sure you join a community that will help you, that will always remind you of the things you need to do. Sometimes we like forget that we are parents because of numerous activities and busy schedule. We forget. So be in that community that will keep reminding you. Visit our digital store for more parenting resources. Just go to the description on this video. You will see our digital store. We have so many parenting resources that will help you. They are not expensive. I made it in a way that they are very, very affordable so that nobody will say it's because of money that I did not get this or I did not get that. I'm so delighted to have you here today. I'm so happy that you listened up to this point. Even if you are listening after the live webinar and you have a question, please drop it in the comment section. I would love to read from you. Share your thoughts. If there's something I said that is relatable to you, maybe while you are growing up or as you are parenting, also share in the comment section. I would love to read from you. As you are writing, please, I would also like to know where you are commenting from. Let me know my audience. I would love to know you. Abi, don't you want me to know you? Okay, so thank you so much for being here today. I appreciate all of you, and I also appreciate the technician behind the camera. That's my husband. He fixed the light for me. You can see it's very bright. He fixed the light for me. Mine is just to sit down and talk. He did the background running around. Kudos to you, darling. I thank you so much. I appreciate your effort and your support. Thank you so much. And to all of you, thank you so much for being part of this today. We do this every Sunday by 8 p.m. Please, let's do it again next week, Sunday. I wish to talk about back to school, how we can make our children learn better in the next academic session. Some have started, even if your child have started, still come. Learning, it's a continuous process. Thank you for joining. Goodbye. Good night. See you next week, Sunday. Bye.